Hello guys, in this video we're gonna create a custom form validator for validating a password input fields in Angular. So stay with me and see you in a couple of seconds. Okay, we have a project that we created recently in some of the past videos. So if you haven't watched any of these, you can go watch them, and they are just regarding the custom form validators. Or you can just download the project from GitHub. The link is actually in the description of this video. So what we have here, for now we have application and we have user form here. So to see the user form, we're gonna to port 4200 here, and we can see this form here. So what are we going to do today? So as we can see here, we have this password field here. So it is we just know that the field is required and nothing more or less. So the thing is, and our goal for today, to create a better validation here. For example, we need like special characters. So we need some uppercase letters, lowercase letters, numbers, anything. So we will add this validation and also messages below the input password field here. And also, additionally, we're going to create a confirm password validator as well. So it will say, okay, the password did not match, or the password is not matching the original one. So this is our goal, and let's switch to Visual Studio Code and start creating the password validator. So the first thing that I'm going to do here is I'm going to click right click here, new file, and I'll call it password validator. Password validator.validator.ts. Hit enter, and that's it. Now here into this password field, I'm gonna create two functions. The first function is gonna return a password strength. Okay, function a password strength, and it is going to receive control. That is actually abstract control, and this function is returning validation errors or null, depending on the validation inside of it. So if it returns validation errors, that means that it has found some errors. Or if it returns null, that means that there is no validation errors and the for field is as expected. So the first thing, I'm going to just return null here. And that's it. Okay. And now let's see that we want to get the password. So the password field, I'll just add this. First of all, I'll continue like this, and then later on we'll just import this into our form field component. So the password is actually const password equals control that value. As we are getting the value from the control, so that is actually our password, because we are calling this password into that password input field. So this is it here. And now we have to do some checkings here. So the first thing that I'm going to check is const and say, okay, if it uppercases. So has uppercase. And now we are going to use regex. So using regex, so this is like a syntax here. And then I'm opening square brackets here. And I'm just telling from A to Z, capital letters. That means that this match or any character that is in a range from A to Z there. So that means that we are going to test this. So test against password. So this is the first check, if it has uppercase. Another check could be if the password has a lowercase. Const as lowercase. So the same appears here. So we're going to do the same. And also I'm just going to add the lowercases, A to Z, sorry. And then testing against the password again. Test password again. Okay, the next check, if it has a numeric characters. So const has numeric char. And then we're gonna just add again the same but this time in the square brackets, we are just adding from 0 to 9. 0 to 9. And again, testing. Okay. And the last one, if it has special characters. As special characters. Okay, and this is a bit different. So here we just add also square brackets, and then we're gonna add the special characters. For example, question mark, exclamation mark, at hash, $, everything that we find in our on our keyboard at the top, for example. So whatever special characters you want to have there. Okay. I think this is enough. Okay, and testing against the password. So these are like four password, four rules that I'm gonna add here. Okay, just stick here, has. And you can expand this list with all the necessary checks in your case, but I think this is enough for now. But you could add any other custom logics that are required in your password fields. So then we're gonna check if the password is valid actually. So how to check that? We have to add like this. So I'm adding const and checking is password valid. Is password valid equals, okay, and then we just have to check if all of these are true. So as we are testing everything against the password, that means that all of these fields have to be true to have like a valid password here. So if it has uppercase and it has lowercase as well, and it has numeric, and it has special characters. Okay, this is it for now. So, and this is our validation test. And after this, we're gonna I'm just creating a... If you like the video so far, please consider subscribing to my channel for more content like this. Thank you. Another object here, so I'm gonna show you. So, actually, I'll add validation errors object. Errors equals the object. This object is going to hold the messages for all of these characters. Actually, it is going to hold the validation errors. So that means that if a validation error appears, this is going to be like true or false. So Boolean values for that specific error message. So now I'm just adding it like this. So has uppercase. Key would be inverted as uppercase. Why am I inverting this? In case that has uppercase is true, we don't want to show the error message for it. So it has just to be inverted. So if this is false, so if it doesn't have uppercase, then we'll just add it like this and it will be okay, true, return true, show the message for has uppercase letters. And we have to do the same for the rest. So has lowercase, isn't as lowercase, as numeric, isn't has numeric, and in the end has special char, isn't has special char. So this is just for the validation error messages. Okay, and now we just have to return, instead of the null here, we just have to return is password valid or not. So is password valid. If it's valid, we just have to return null. Otherwise, we have to return validation errors. So, okay. So this is for the password strength validator here. But as we said that we are gonna create another one for the password confirm to match the passwords. I'm just gonna add that one below. So we're creating a new one here, and function match password. Match password. Okay, it is receiving again a control. Abstract control, returning validation error, or null. Here, and then we're getting the password, confirm password. So the confirm password field is actually control value. So this is confirm password, but the password that we are getting from the input field there, so the one from here, is gonna be const password equals. So we're gonna have control, and that then we have to do the optional chaining here to check if it has a parent that has get password field, and then get the value. So this actually value is our password that we are checking against this confirm password. So this is it. And then we have to check the following. So if there is no password, just return null. Okay. So if there is no password, return null. Otherwise, return confirm password equals password. We have to check if they are the same, and if they are the same, return null. Otherwise, return an object, and in this object we're going to add a mismatch to true. So this is just like the key that we want to set to our input field there. So it doesn't matter what you set, but you have to know what you set actually, because we're going to add this. We're going to use this mismatch to show the error message if this is true. So, and in the end, we have these two functions, password strength and mismatch password. And what am I going to do right now here is actually to add an object that is const. Okay, I'm just adding this uppercases here, like naming for this, just because I want to have it after exporting and importing with the capital letters there, but this doesn't matter. You can add a lowercase or whatever you want. So password strength is going to be password strength, and the match password object key is going to be match password. And in the end, we are just exporting default password validator. So using this method, we are just importing something here. Actually, we are just importing password validator, and then from the password validator object, we are getting the keys here to the functions actually. So this password strength like this is the same as we did this password strength, this password strength. So yeah, I hope you know this. Okay, and then in the user form component. So in the password, we have said the minimal length is 8. So we could also add this validation in our password validator strength here. But the thing is that I added it like this because in the Angular we have this min length validator. But if you want to get this less methods in this array here, you can just add also this min length check in this one and returning there. So it's up to you. I'm just creating this just to demonstrate the password validation with some complicated things that we don't have in the Angular implemented by default. So after doing this like min length, I'm gonna add password validator, and then from the password validator, I'm gonna dot and import password strength. So this is the first thing, and the second thing, in the confirm password, I'm just gonna add password validator again and match password. So these two are gonna work together to help us show the messages to a user, and also to help us set validation errors in our form submit, so we can validate the form submit as well. So here in the user form component, we have a password field as well. So just let me find it somewhere. First name, last name, phone, credit card, password. So we can see the password, and it also has a validation for length and the required. Then we can just follow this, or we can add something a bit different, because using this method, we are just chaining the text next to each other. But if we want to add them like in the new rows, maybe we could just some divs instead of this. So here, maybe just add div, and then in the div, add small, and also here. You can do whatever you want regarding the styling in your application, but I'm just gonna copy this and paste it here, and then instead of min length. So take care here. So we're getting the password field. A password field is using a password validator, and in the password validator.strength method, actually function, we're gonna get these validation errors or Boolean values to confirm is it true or false. So we're gonna check if it has uppercase. So this is doing it like this. So from the password errors object that we are sending there, we are getting the value of has uppercase here. So if this appears here, that means that there is no uppercase. So we can just say you need, or password need at least one uppercase. Okay, so this for the uppercase. We can just save and test this here. Okay, password, touch it, remove, and then we can see that password needs at least one uppercase letter here. So if we add some uppercase letter, we can see it here. If I add anything that is not uppercase letter, we can see it like this. And if I add 8 characters, we can see the message for it. So let's see the following. I'll just format this, okay, and also copy this again 3 more times. So 1, 2, 3, to get all the validation errors that we have. Has lowercase needs at least one lowercase letter. Lowercase letter. And also what we have else, we have like has numeric character, has numeric, needs at least one numeric, well, we can just call it number, at least one number, and password needs at least one special character. Okay, let's save. Just let me see why this. Yeah, sometimes the prettier is getting wild. Okay, doesn't matter. Hit save and go back here to our form. So if we touch this field and remove, we can see that we need this password because it's required. Password needs at least one uppercase letter. Also, password needs at least one lowercase letter. Password needs one number and one special character. And also we could add a validation that password needs 8 characters. But we have that as well. So, and also we could hide these messages and show them just when there is something, not just when it's touched. But doesn't matter. It's depending on what you actually want to achieve here. So let's start by testing this. I'll just close this. Okay, password is required. I'm adding something, and then we need 8 characters. That doesn't matter, but I will add like one uppercase letter now here. And as I added lowercase in the beginning, so now I'm adding a lowercase letter here. I'm adding one number. I'm adding some more characters, and also what I'm missing here is special characters. So I just missed it here, has special character. special character. So we can see it here. Okay, special character, adding a special character. Okay, 1 letters, lowercase number. Okay, so that's it. And now we're gonna test this confirm password field here. If I click here, okay, let me see the confirm password field. Actually, what is it doing and how we included it into our user form component. So we have password strength here and password validator match password here. So the password match should work, but let me see if there are just messages for that. Confirm password. Password do not match. We already have this. And the errors mismatch. Okay. Confirm password. Confirm password is working. Password mismatch. Okay. Okay, that works. That works. We can see that it doesn't have like the same characters. Then we can add like 3 times A, 1, 1, 2, 3, and then we can add it here. Sorry. And it works. So this is it. We have this password and confirm password working as expected. So this is it when it comes to password validation and also the confirm password input fields. I hope the video was helpful, and if you like the video, please subscribe to my channel and comment, like, share, whatever you like. So see you in the next one. Bye.